get out of here. Now I'm kind of screwed. This guy's going to be absolutely fucked here. I don't know what the hell he's going to try to do. That's what I'm talking about, people. Yo, you ain't got nothing you can fucking do. You ain't gonna get it in there. You can't swing your tractor over. You are absolutely 100% fucked. You dumbass. 100% fucked this guy is. You don't have a prayer. Is he lucky he didn't hit my truck? Yeah, yo. You know how close you were? You missed me by that much. What a stupid move. I'm getting the hell out of here before somebody hits me. Yeah, right, Joey? What a freaking moron. It couldn't have been 2 inches. I can't get the hell out of here now. I'm getting the hell out of here. Alright guys, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about right here. Oh, he's gonna make it in there, but that was about the dumbest way you can possibly do it. And the possibility of an insurance claim on a move like that, it's beyond stupid. The fact that he can get it in there is besides the point. You just don't do shit like this. You don't. Use a little common sense. Oh my God. Anyways, hello everybody. I'm just gonna... Oh my God. I started talking about this a little earlier on my feed and I had to stop myself because I was going down a road I don't need to go down. I'm just going to do a little live here if I can ever get the fuck out of this place. My clock is back. I'm waiting to go. Railing on my horn to stop them. Not the way you do this. Yes, Asshat is right. That's Thor. That's Thor's nickname, Asshat. This is not the way you do it. The very first thing he should have done is got his big fat ass out of his truck and looked, and he never did once. Never got up. Why would you want to waste your time to get up out of your seat and walk down and make sure you're not going to hit something? Let's just take unnecessary chances. If this guy would have been in one of my classes right here, I'd have kicked him the fuck out and said, go back home. Here comes another one driving in here right now. That's gonna try to block me off too. I gotta pull my nose up here. Oh shit. Okay. Regroup, Pollock, regroup. Oh no, he's gonna straighten himself out eventually. But he's doing it after I leave because I'm not gonna be part of his freaking stupid fuckery he's got going on here. He can just sit there and fucking wait. Excuse my language. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna bounce this thing up to Altoona. I'm gonna be parked around midnight, 1 o'clock, maybe even 2 o'clock. We'll see. Mr. Whispers, I ain't gonna be able to catch your feed tonight. You know the way this goes. I'm gonna be burning the midnight hours. But I hope you have a good one. Yankee 2, you guys have yourself a good night. I am, man, teaching him a lesson, man. I'm sitting right in front of him. He can't fucking move. He can sit there and wait. That's what we call typical fuckery. Oh, by the way, if anybody's noticed here, Duct Tape's name is Blue. So don't piss off the duck. He'll boot your ass out of the feed. All right. You know, I can pull forward and leave, but I think I'm just going to wait for a few more seconds here and let this guy completely park before this creek guy moves forward. I might even let him pull up and straighten his shit out first. Okay. Come on, buddy. You get her all the way in the hole. Creek can figure his shit out after I'm gone. Yeah, well, Broken, I've been doing this for quite some time, and people that do stupid moves like that, generally, Joey knows, this is when you end up with a bumper pushed in or a hood laying on the ground. It's time to get the hell out of here. I'm never coming back to this truck stop. It's just, it's set up way too stupid. I'm shutting my chat off, everybody. Tablet's put away. TZ's gonna hit the road. Creek guy's flipping me off. Fuck him. Alright. Here we go. I apologize for the vulgar language, people, but the inner Pollock is trying to clean himself up, but when stupid stuff like that happens, unfortunately, truck drivers are a special breed. Question marks or commas and periods and all those are usually just used with the big old F word, so alright, I'm out of there. We're on the road, people. Let this lady go. I waved her in. She didn't just cut me off, by the way. I let her in. That's my one act of kindness for the day right there. What a way to start a feed off. Hit the start feed button and that happens. that was not textbook. That was about as far outside the book. I mean, that wasn't even, when they were making the book, shit like that wasn't even thought of. Oh. I think I'm gonna have to turn on some church music tonight. Just calm the nerves a little bit. Oh, excuse me. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to kick my clock off at 5 when I got my 34 done here. Again, 34 means my 34 hours off. It'll get me to Altoona around 2 o'clock. And then I'll climb in the bunk and take another 10 hours off and deliver around noon. We have a terminal in Altoona that's only half a mile from where this delivery is. So I don't have to fight for parking in the morning. I'm just gonna go right to our terminal. We go to bed and I'll probably get up around 10 or something and walk inside, talk to Brandon, the dispatcher that's in there. Just kind of BS with the guys for a little bit, and then I'll bounce over to Ziegler and get this grater blade off. Or, well, then after I get the grater blade off, then I can drive another 2 or 3 hours up north towards South Dakota and park it somewhere. Or I could have just waited until midnight and left and got to Altoona at 8 o'clock, delivered, and still drove 3 more hours. So at least this way, I'm 8 hours ahead of schedule, and I've already got my break in when I leave Altoona. And that's the thing with truck driving. You always want to be ahead of schedule, because once you fall behind schedule, I don't know anywhere in the world where they give you more time. I mean, the clock is what it is. You can't make extra hours in the day, so leave early, get there early, deliver in the morning, and drive. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get there, take 10 hours off, deliver my freight, then I'll drive to South Dakota, and I'll be in their parking lot for them at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then Bismarck's about 250 miles north of there. The only thing that I have to watch out for is this weather calling for some ice from the storm that's going through. Drinking my Monster here. So hopefully the ice won't affect me at all. We're gonna give her the hell of a good chance, so we're gonna see if we can do this without having any weather. So far this year, this is gonna be my 25th year of truck driving now. This is my first year. I have never driven in more than a half an inch of snow. Never. It's never happened before. And that only happened one time. There was a little bit of snow between Minneapolis and home when I was heading back up. You know what you know what I'd like to have done? I need to go on to Joey Whisper's Discord and have Yankee change my thing from Spooner. I want to have I want Trucker Zeus at the tip of Lake Superior. It's called the Port of Duluth, and that's where the aerial lift bridge. If you go onto the Google Earth, you can see the aerial lift bridge where all the ore boats go under the bridge. You come into the Port of Duluth. I want to have my name stuck, Yankee. I want my name stuck on the southmost side, on the Wisconsin side of the aerial lift bridge, right on the end of the pier. There's a lighthouse there. I want my name on that lighthouse. Can you make that happen, sir? That's where I would love to see Trucker Zeus, on the south side lighthouse on the Port of Duluth at the aerial lift bridge. That would be cool. You can see the lighthouses. There's one on the north side and there's one on the south side. Well, actually, it's more like east and west, but however you want to look at it, the Wisconsin side. That way, I was actually born in Minnesota, and now I live in Wisconsin, don't you know? That would stick me right between the two states that I've lived in. And if there was a state of confusion, I would have my name moved there too. But I think that'd be kind of cool. I'll have to put that on Discord. I don't know. Do I have to drop a pin on there? Do I have to drop a... I don't know. I don't know how you guys all do those coordinate things. Maybe that would be the way to go. I mean, everybody can see it. You know where the Port of Duluth is. Just look. Anybody want to buy a 30-foot boat? It's for sale. Welcome to the Trucker Zeus Marina Sales. So anyways, it's going to be a good night. It's 5:30 here, Central Time. I got a couple hours of daylight left, maybe. Another hour and something. Here, let's look at the GPS. What does GPS tell me? Sunset 7:37. Exactly 2 hours. When I lose cell phone service, I lose cell phone service. I looked at my thing. I got another couple subscribers on here. That's pretty neat. I'm at like 310 or 311 now. That's neat. It's inspiring every time I get one. And I think I might have even figured out my YouTube Rumble bot. I don't know if it's working right now, but I was playing around with it earlier. And Rumble bot should be rumbling. If it's not, the thing's fired. Probably have to get some help if it's not working. I noticed it wasn't enabled, so I went on it and I enabled it, and it shows it should be showing in my chat, and it's supposed to show every 5 minutes or something. I don't know. I guess maybe if it's not working, I'll just have to figure it out at home on the desktop. I was playing around with Gilded a little bit today too. That's a pretty neat. That site's pretty neat. I like it. It's really, really, really similar to how you set up Discord. But some of the things I like, you don't have to, when you set up the chats, you don't have to have it doesn't put the spaces or the symbols or whatever, like 18 whatever here, and it puts like little asterisks or something in there. It doesn't do any of that stuff. You can actually read it. I'm going to play around with that a bit more. With Mr. Kind of leading me towards this this little, I don't even remember what the thing's called. I looked it up. This box for Lovo or Govo or Provo. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But I watched some videos on that, and I tell you what, that's pretty slick. And it's a bit on the pricey side, but now they're gonna pass me. All right, go ahead. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but I think for what I'm doing, it might be something worth looking into. I think once I have the Starlink paid for and the Starlink mount paid for, I think I'm going to invest in that. It's about $1,500. But if I can stream from my truck directly to a 916 format, the vertical format, man, that would be super cool. One thing I have not been able to figure out, if it's even possible to stream from your GoPro directly to Rumble. I have no idea. Because if that's a restream thing, Restreaming my truck is extremely difficult. It's my tablet is already Wi-Fi. And I have my new computer. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, my new computer is done. I got a phone call late Friday night that thing's all set up and it's ready for me to grab. So if it's warm when I get home next time, man, I hate pitching somebody off like that. Sorry, buddy, I was already here. If it's warm outside and I can get my my Starlink hooked up and my laptop in the truck all at the same time, that's going to make for an awesome week of video. Usually when I haul over into the Bismarck area, I end up doing we have a local hardware lumber supply store in the Midwest. It's called Menards, if anybody's familiar with it. There's a DC right by Bismarck, and I can usually grab a Menards load out of there, and that'll get me back towards Fargo or maybe Detroit Lakes or one of those areas kind of closer towards my house where I'm not driving so many. When you're not loaded, they're called deadhead miles. If I can keep my deadhead miles to a minimum, that keeps my profit to a maximum, and that's what I want. Fuel is expensive. The loads don't pay enough out of there to actually pay me as the driver, but at least my truck is getting paid for. And when you're in a really bad spot, that's the kind of thing I look for. If I can at least pay for my fuel, or even if I can even make a couple of bucks, I'm fine with it. Super trucking like this, I can't look at the budget. Let's go this way. Budgeting is different when you're a truck driver. You can't really budget by the week because you have good weeks, you have bad weeks. I have to budget by the month. So at the end of the month, did I make money? Yes or no? And that dictates on what I'm going to do the next month. Like last month was terrible. Horrible month. So I got to really run this month. Well, I should say this month would be April, this coming month. I'm going to have to run my tail off. So hopefully they can hook me up with some of those Jersey loads, because I know they go over there at least once a week. And if I can get one of those and a reload over there out of even upper state New York, that turns into be a really profitable week for the company. We can live on that stuff. Swift just flashed his lights at me to let me in. Note to self, everybody. When you see the big truck come by and you have the urge to flash your bright lights are for emergencies. Just turn your headlights on and off, especially in the dark. Those bright lights can be blinding, especially if we have dirty windows. It's not really a pet peeve, but it's just a courtesy thing. I mean, if you want to flash them, go right ahead. I'll come in no matter what, but try to use your low beams and just turn your headlights on and off. We all know what it means. And then as you go by, give me the fist pump. Or the one of those too. pays well enough to sustain anything, really. Those Menards, though, when I'm not making money, it hurts, but I tell you, kind of like the whole Tyson thing. People are taking freight loads that pay so little. Why would a big corporation want to pay a truck driver $5 a mile like he's worth when there's truck drivers out there that'll take a load for $1 a mile? I mean, freight is getting harder and harder and harder to find. And if these new drivers that come into here would come in educated on what you have to do to make money and not try to undercut the next guy, but everybody come together and say, hey, you know what, this is bullshit. We need to start making money. And at $2.25 a mile, I'm pretty much breaking even. I had my first truck back in 2004, and I didn't understand the business whatsoever. I had no clue. And I still don't have any clue. I'm learning something every single day. But I had no clue, and it cost me a lot. I learned a valuable lesson right off the bat. Just because you think you know something doesn't mean you really do. I tried to do it by myself. I didn't have an accountant. I didn't have a financial advisor. I was like, give me that big truck, give me that log loader, and I'm going to work. 4 months later, I was broke. I learned, have yourself a really good accountant. An accountant that knows the trucking industry, because there's a lot of different deductions. Get myself a financial advisor that can keep my money straight for me, because I'll tell you what, I'm one of those people, if I got 20 bucks in my pocket, I'm going to spend 25. I just learned really quick that I need something there to curb me and keep me under control. Now we got Big Bird here. Had a really good month with this truck. Hasn't broke down. I shouldn't have said that. Let me back up. Big Bird's a piece of flying shit. She breaks down every other day. Don't you know? No, but all reality, this 690,495 miles even right now. And hopefully I'll get another 300,000 out of it before I need to replace the engine. If I can get $1 million out of this truck on the original power plant, that would be spectacular. I've already had an overhead done. I don't think this one's had an in-frame, not that I'm aware of. But it's running really good. I've replaced a lot of stuff this summer. I've replaced turbo actuator, turbo, radiator. I have a new transmission put in last summer. Countless emissions problems with it that I've had repaired, and all it seems to be doing well. I was going through a gallon of, or a tank of government juice every 1,000 miles. Anybody that drives a diesel, you know what government juice is, that DEF garbage. That's the biggest downfall to all the newer trucks, is that emissions mandated low pollution bullshit they put on these things. All it does is brake and give you a bunch of extra weight to carry around. But she's running good. So I'm not going to go home this weekend, obviously. Well, that was stupid to say. This coming weekend, I'm not going to be going home. Maybe the first weekend of next month I might go home. Would that be that? Next month? I don't know. Not this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to shoot for it. And I'm going to see if I can bounce out to TR. and swing through Indiana and let the OHB give Zeus some love. Right, Zeus? Curious on how that hardwood floor is going over there. DA1 and Mr. Yankee are replacing their floor in their house. I like it. It's looking good. That's a lot of work. Eventually my whole downstairs is going to get all new hardwood floors, and I'm going to carpet the stairs and the whole upstairs someday. I love to have the house completely paid off and 100% remodeled. It's nothing I'm ever going to get rid of, but I would love to hand it off to one of my boys where they can move into there and start their own families, and, you know, live a life not having to worry about a house payment over their head. Like I said, you know, pay it forward. Pay off the house, and maybe I'll just keep the boat and I'll just move into the boat in the summer times, go down to the marina when I come home and just truck all winter long. I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy an RV and just travel the country like I want to. That's really what I want to do. Just do social media stuff and travel the country. It's my dream right there. Travel the country and see things in the last 50 years I've never seen. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I've driven by it 5 miles away in the big truck 100 times, but I've never seen it. I saw the Hoover Dam before the new bridge went up, when you could still drive over the dam. That was back in 2020. I'd love to see the White House. I'd love to see the Tomb of the Lost Soldier, or whatever it's called over there. The Unknown Soldier. You know, it's stuff I'd love to see. I love to go out on a shrimp boat. Captain Dan. I like to go over to the East Coast and, you know, go do some lobster fishing, or go over to Washington and go crabbing. Love to travel to Alaska. I have a friend, he's from Nome, who was actually one of our instructors. I love to see Nome, Alaska. I'd love to be around to see both my boys get married. I'm just going to drive. Mr. Whispers is coming on in 10 minutes. I'll just leave the stream going. Maybe if I stop for a break, I'll be able to catch a little bit of it. Let me do this for everybody. I'm going to be staying on here for quite some time till my phone dies, or I lose my stream. I got 2 songs I'm going to play, and I bet you all know what they are. And when they're over, I'm sure Joey will be starting, so. Let's start with this one. For the Waka Waka clan. I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We know where these rivers flow, why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Leapers Ford to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. Who even know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow? Who are we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow? The sun's gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on. Yeah, I've still got Tennessee on my mind. All right, y'all. I know everybody's going to be taking off, heading over to the other channel. If you just happen to be watching this, bounce over to Joey Whispers 1776. Make sure you watch his garage stream. I hope everybody has a good night, and I'm going to leave you with this one. Have a great time over there. Tell Joey I said hi. If I'm not teleporting, I'll be on. Here you go. I teleport and I'll be on. Here you go. Have a good night. I wanna take you out, show you the time of your life. I wanna figure out what it takes to give you everything you desire. I wanna lay beneath the stars with you in the back of everybody. Have yourself a great night. Once I get north of Muskegee here, I'm probably going to lose service, so I wanted to get that stuff in right off the bat here. Enjoy your night. Have a good one at Joey's stream at, I think it's, I don't know if it's 7 or 7:30. I think it's 7:30, but have yourself a great night. Take care. We'll catch you all in the next one. Just got a notification on YouTube. It is 7:30, so y'all have a great night. Joey starts at 7:30. You probably already do that, but whatever.